JP.
Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
back to the show, listeners. This is episode number 68. We're going to go ahead and do a moment of silence for our country since Biden's in office and it's been officially inaugurated.
Jeez.
We may lose our oil industry jobs. We may lose a lot of things, but we will not lose hope.
I
Right.
think he's doing a fantastic job.
Whoa. And that's the episode. Cut. All right, man. It's episode 68. We're kicking ass. We're coming along. We got some exciting guests coming up. JP just helped my family and I move a bunch of floor tiling into our house. What was the total weight? 2,000,
20.
almost 2,200 pounds
Yeah.
in the back of his truck to help a brother out. Yeah, we got that done. A little out of breath. But the good news is we have cheers to good news. And one of my cheers to good news is I finally have a 100-pound heavy bag back in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that knew me when I had the bag back in my old life knew that I used to like to work that bag. That bag was my release to get my stress out, frustrations out, and my cardio out. So I'm going to get back. Daddy's going to get some weight knocked off because, boy, I'm fat right now. I'm real fat.
We're both feeling it. We're
yeah.
both feeling it.
But you're in much better shape than I am, man. Let's be honest.
Debatable.
You look better. You look better naked. Let's be honest. We'll say that. All right.
I don't know.
So I have one more cheers to good news, but we'll let you take one, and then I'll finish it, and then we will go into the next subject because we have a lot of stuff to cover.
What do you got? Or mine?
It's yours now, buddy. What do you got? Any cheers to good news for you lately you can think of?
Yeah, finally went to a kind of local fish store that I've always been wanting to go to,
Ooh,
which was nice.
That's the one I've been wanting you to see.
Yep, got to check it out, see some people that actually sell a bunch of stuff that I enjoy. So
Yeah.
that was good. It's good to get out. Never been to Boulder before, so that was
JP
cool.
has a love for predatorial fish, especially
do.
freshwater predatorial fish.
I do.
Some people call him a predator. I think it's inappropriate. Yeah, they have an awesome selection. Let's shout out that store, man. People want to go to Boulder, go check out Aqua Imports. I can't remember the old guy's name that runs it. Nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Very helpful. He's helped us out a lot. If you're in the Denver, Boulder area, go check out Aqua Imports if you want to get some exotic, crazy fish. Now, old man, pay me for that sponsor.
That would be awesome to get sponsored by them.
Hey, we just get a goldfish in the mail. It's dead. All right, my last cheers to good news is this episode is being recorded on a Sunday night, January 24th. If you are an MMA fan and you are a Louisiana person, you know what January 23rd was the day Dustin the Diamond Poirier is the first man to ever TKO, knockout Conor McGregor. Dustin got it done. He beat him. I said it many times. If Dustin's going to win, it's going to be deep in the rounds. The first 2 rounds are going to go to Conor. He's freaking threw that in my face and took out Conor in 2 rounds. So exciting.
Yeah, that was good too. That was his very first knockout too. Conor's never been knocked
Yeah,
out.
that's a huge thing to have on your record. And Dustin's got so many former champs on his record that he's taken out now, man. The he could call it quits now and have a hell of a career.
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting. So I think he's the uncrowned champion. If Khabib doesn't come back, the belt should just be given to Dustin. And my opinion is Mike Chandler should fight Justin Gaethje for the number 1 contender. Charles Oliveira should fight maybe Nate Diaz or something. I had this figured out the other day, but now I don't remember. Or Charles. If anybody's going to fight Dustin, it should be Charles. Chandler needs to get another win in. He can't come off of beating the same guy that Dustin just beat and then get a title shot. That doesn't make any sense. He's brand new to the company. Got a hell of a career in Bellator, but that's not UFC. Dustin's been there for over 10 years and kicking ass. Dustin needs that belt. Give him that damn belt and let them guys fight him for it. And let him sit out and let them figure out who the number 1 contender is. That's my MMA rant.
How old is he? 32?
Dustin?
Yeah.
Just turned 32 while he was in Abu Dhabi.
What's that age where you're like, all right, this is,
Or it starts to decline?
yeah, where you're done with this?
It seems like maybe 30, my age, 36, 37, guys start getting a little, the jaw doesn't hold up as much than punches.
Yeah.
You get cracked and you just don't take it the way you used to. 40, definitely. Once you hit the 40 mark, unless you're a genetic freak like Yo Romero, it doesn't hold up. Or Randy Couture. Guys, their jaws are not the same. It's not anything against them. It's just the body just can only take so much.
You can imagine years and years of getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
It's
The
like,
body
all
just
right.
slides. Once that jaw slides back and hits that nerve and turns your body off, and your brain says, hold up, we're going to go to the ground for a little bit so we can restart.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was so exciting. Thank you for you and your wife coming to watch it with me in Quadnet.
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. I love watching fights with people because if I'm not, my wife falls asleep next to me and I yell at her, and then we start fighting, and it's not necessary, man. But I like having people over. So, guys, this episode, as you know, you clicked on it, will not have a guest. The guest is JP and E Willy.
Yep.
We are the host and the guest. Tonight, we're going to do a quick bringing it back down to the fundamentals. We're going to kind of give you a new game plan of what our goal is for 2021 and where we're going from here.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of new exciting things happening, and we're going to fill you in on it and just talk about some nonsense. So we got some good guests coming too, though. Don't sweat.
Oh, yeah, we already got like 3 or 4 lined up. It's gonna be a good thing.
So tonight, tomorrow, whenever you're listening to this, you're hanging with JP and E Willy. We're going to call this episode 2 Guys, 1 Rabbit Hole.
Jesus.
Whoa,
Okay.
Can we do that? I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna find out.
All right. So one of the biggest things that we got to tell you guys is that I posted on Instagram recently that we're going to do another merch order soon for shirts, hoodies, and hats and all that good stuff. But a curveball has been thrown into it that is for the better. We reached out to the company that did our previous shirts and hats, and they also host a site that we can have to launch our merch. And you can just go to the site and buy the shirts directly from them and have it shipped directly from them. Cuts us out of it, which is fantastic because who's got time for that, man? We got hundreds and hundreds of orders coming out every day.
And I have a feeling that there's a lot of people who want this merch, but they just don't want us personally to have their addresses for shipping, which is understandable. If
you don't want me having your address, that's completely understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom doesn't even want me knowing where she lives. I completely get it. I'm a weirdo, but our merch is cool.
They have Thanksgiving dinner in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Not coming to my house.
Yeah. So this new setup that we're launching soon is going to have a site with our all our swag on there, shirts, hoodies, hats. It's all new shit too. So same good quality, but some new designs, some new t-shirts that are coming out. A lot of good stuff. Cool hoodies, cool hats, sock hats. Yep. We'll have stickers too, and a lot of good stuff. So you'll better go directly to that site, order what you want, what size you want, whatever available, color that's available, put in your shipping stuff, and then you're good to go. You get it when you get it, and we don't even need to know about it. You could just send us a picture of you wearing your swag, and maybe we'll throw a bone at you.
Yep, got some new designs coming out.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. I'm pumped about this.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
All thanks to you, my friend.
No, it's thanks to you.
You did.
It's thanks to us.
You did all.
It's thanks to I don't even know what that meant. It's thanks to us, man. We're a team. And I do have some sad news, though. You're listening to this most likely on January 25th, Monday, which is going to be tomorrow for us. We're talking from the past into the future. Beautiful. This is the last episode that we'll release on Monday.
Yep.
From now on, episodes are going to start coming out on Thursdays. So sticking to the T's, the Truth or Theory Thursdays. It will come out on Monday mornings only for...
Dum.
You say it, brother.
Patreon.
It's official, guys. We're launching Patreon.
We are.
This is the last episode before our Patreon launches in February. We're going to have one of the many perks that you can have as a Patreon member for the Truth or Theory podcast is that you'll get your shows earlier on Mondays, which seems like we're jipping you because we just switched it to Thursdays. But in the long run, you'll see how it plays out. There's a bunch of other perks. There's merch discounts. There's raffle entries you can win to get cool shit.
Yep.
That we're going to start doing.
Get some of that merch on the free.
Just for being a member. We'll do ads for you guys. It's all going to be listed on there.
Yep.
We're going to go with the term rabbit chaser.
Yeah.
Rabbit chaser is who we are. We're rabbit chasers. We see something, doesn't add up, we go for it. We chase that rabbit down that hole until we start finding shit that makes sense. We might get lost in that hole and come out and realize that hole was a freaking dead end. But we're still going to chase that rabbit.
There's lots of holes.
Oh, yeah, there's holes everywhere. Shout out to my people with trypophobia like me. So check that out. We're going to launch that soon. We'll have all the links to that. I will probably attach a link to that on here when this episode releases so you can be ready for it when it launches in February. There's going to be 4 different packages that you can buy to become different level members of Rabbit Chasers, which is pretty exciting. Mm-hmm. There's the standard Rabbit Chaser, the silver Rabbit Chaser, the gold Rabbit Chaser, and what, JP?
Platinum. Diamond.
The diamond Rabbit Chaser.
Diamond Rabbit Chaser.
The diamond.
Everybody loves diamonds.
Diamond. Shout out to Dustin Diamond Poirier.
Shout out to Dave Diamond
Diamond Dave. Yeah, diamonds are in our lives, dude. I didn't even connect those dots. We got diamonds everywhere. Yeah, so we are gonna have that going. So there's gonna be a lot of cool shit that you can get, and there, we're gonna have a new thing that JP and his wife came up with that I'm excited about. Is we're gonna do live episodes with you guys. If you're a Patreon Rabbit Chaser member, you can. I'll give you the credentials to the Zoom meet that we're gonna do. You can be in the call with our guests while we're talking and chat it all up. We'll read your questions. Try to break our attention and make us laugh while we're trying to ask serious shit. We got the bishop on. You can see if you can break his crazy concentration. You can just do whatever you want in there. And every now and then we may call on you if you want to come on live with us. We can open the video up so you can start talking to us as well. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And this is super beneficial too, because it's just like a quick chat. You know how many podcasts I've been listening to where I'm like, well, what about this? What about this? And I gotta say this, and you can't.
Yeah.
So this will be a good thing.
Yeah, and if there's been so many times where we've been talking about something and we draw a blank on what that term is or the word is, you can just type it in the chat and you can catch us and save us, and we'll give you the credit. Yeah. Thanks to Hot Rod 69 for saying that it's elephants. Yes, we couldn't think of the word elephant. Now we know. So appreciate you, Hot Rod 69. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be a much more interactive podcast going forward into 2021, and
we need to talk to our peoples.
Yeah,
you are our peoples.
We also set up a new thing, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of, is Buy Me a Coffee. It's a website.
Yeah.
It's a much simpler version than Patreon. You can go on there and just click Buy Me a Coffee. I think it's like a little quick couple bucks donation thing, what equals a coffee, just to show you appreciate the shows that you listen to, and it goes a long way. It sounds stupid, but a couple bucks, man, makes a big difference. JP and I put at least $24 into this a month. Oh, yeah. And we are making zero. So if we could just break even, we'd be some happy gentlemen.
Yeah, even the coffee thing. Like, I drank 3 coffees yesterday. I drink some coffee. I drink coffee before every episode.
Do you? There you go. Support JP's coffee for every episode. Yeah. But throw in the $2. We'll split it.
Keep me live.
$1.75 for me and a quarter for him. We'll be good to go.
Yeah,
it's perfectly fair. There's so many new things we're starting. So I'll have the link to Buy Me a Coffee on this show as well, so you guys can start doing that now. No pressure. Anything you donate, we completely appreciate. We have a lot of stuff that we're trying to upgrade in the studio, appearance-wise, equipment-wise, and our interviewing-wise. We're going to be making JP came up with something I never even thought of, is getting a monitor, because we're staring at my laptop screen when we talk to people, and it's really small. We're going to replace it with a TV screen so we can see, actually. So you don't see me doing this I'm trying to talk to people, and we're going to have a remote keyboard so we can interact with you guys quicker in the chats. Better equipment coming, so our sound is better. And I know everybody's been wanting to see our faces closer independently when things could happen. I want to make my video editing a little more tricky. We're going to have multiple cameras. Yep. Camera on us, camera on the guests, and a camera on our faces.
And me personally, am going to step up my social media, because
JP is taking a vow to step up his media.
I've been terrible. Those of you who have subscribed to my Insta, TOTJP, knows that I am lacking bad. That's okay.
It's all good, though.
We'll get to it. I'm never been a big fan of social media, but we'll give it a shot, huh?
I'm kind of glad you brought that up, because the next thing I have to talk about is social media, because I just purged my Facebook. I'm no longer on Facebook anymore, which I never advertised for you guys to be following me there anyway. I was wanting it to be friends and family. But I'm just sick of Mark Zuckerberg, so he's got me by the balls with Instagram, because I'm trying to promote this podcast and book. So I'm not leaving Instagram, but I got rid of my Facebook. So that means the Truth or Theory of Facebook is gone as well. So don't even bother with that one. Follow us on Instagram, TOTJP, and Real E Willy. That's where it's all going to be at from going forward. And there's some shit that I found that was pretty disturbing on Facebook in the settings that they just changed. Everybody got logged out with iPhones recently. I don't know if this happened at that point or when it's happened, but my wife and I were going through the settings, and there's all kinds of stuff that tracks every site you go to on there. We turned all that crap off. If anybody wants a walkthrough on that, let me know. I'll go through it. We can make a quick video on how to turn all that stuff off if you're going to stay on Facebook. But they got some shady shit on there. They're tracking way too much of our information. That does not make sense.
Even just cell phones in general, from what I hear, they've been tracking cell phones, like your location, for all the protests that you've been to. Ooh. And they're using it as an opportunity to possibly prosecute.
Wow,
which is I believe you have to have a warrant for that, but
that's ridiculous,
they're
man.
doing it. So that's
Welcome
not
to
good.
China. China
That's
can. We're no longer Americans. We're Chinacans. Um, yeah, we gotta stand up for this shit. Slap big tech in the balls and walk away from them, guys. It's a good break. We have a friend of our show, Brett Mcginn, who did the Oak Island episode. He's going to be joining us soon. He did I don't know, 90-day cleanse of all kinds of different things. So we're going to have him come on and talk about that too. It sounded really interesting. He went AWOL for a while and recalibrated himself. So I'm curious on his experience with that. And also another cool thing that we have that we started thanks to our upcoming guest, Dave Daly. We are doing a calendar booking thing now. So when you
Mhm.
book with us, it's going to be a lot more professional. The site is called Calendly. It's like the gayest site I've ever heard in my life. No
That is
offense to
strange.
the gays, but not that there's anything wrong with that.
My
But
Calendly. That is a
Calendly,
weird name.
I don't like it. But the site is awesome. I got the app for it now too, and we already got a couple guests booked with it. Makes it a lot easier for me. It is much more professional. They can change things with us and make it all in one loop. It's connected to our Zoom, everything. I love it. So I'm kind of embarrassed I never even thought about that, but Booker, you can drop the ball sometimes, guys. That's
Yeah,
what,
everybody gets one.
yep. So now it just shows you how much more we're coming in 2021. We're so much more professional this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full bore, 100%, 120%. We're giving it to you guys. It's for the people.
For
It's
the
for
people, by the people, for America. So yeah, so with the Patreon thing coming, guys, we're gonna really step up our game too. JP and I kind of rely on the guests a lot too. We're gonna start bringing more solo episodes with just him and I hanging out, and we're gonna bring up our own topics and talk about shit too. So you're gonna be dealing with us a lot more than just the guests, because
Yeah.
you guys are obviously you clicked on us. You must like to listen to us, so we like to hear you too. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little ASMR in your ear right now. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We appreciate it. JP, do something in ASMR. This is going to be the best year ever. The best. This is so gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know why I unzipped my pants. I don't understand it.
Jesus.
All right, but anyway, guys, yeah. So we got some stupid topics to get into, but get excited. Rabbit Chaser Patreon members, we appreciate you in advance. If you want to do it, thank you so much. If you can't do it, I completely understand. I would love to do Patreon with the propaganda report. I'd love to do stuff for Dave Zed, stuff that I can't do. Finances are tight right now. I know
Mhm.
we both know we're in everybody's suffering right now. So if you can't afford to do Patreon right now, I still appreciate you even considering it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, show's gonna be available.
yeah,
It's still gonna be available.
you just hear it a few days later.
If you want all the perks and all the bells and whistles and all that fun stuff, then
Yeah.
I mean, if you can go and do it, we'd appreciate it 100%.
Yeah, some of the cool things that we have. Let's see, I can go through and tell you a couple more perks about it too, if y'all want to know a little bit more about it. Let me hang on one second, guys. We'll list off a couple. I know y'all asking, but what are they gonna do in the Patreon? I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, so
You gonna give it all away here?
no, I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm gonna give them a couple things.
Okay. Okay.
You'll also get recognition, which is really cool. We're gonna put your name on the end of every episode. Since some of you guys only listen to the episode and you don't follow us on YouTube, we'll shout your name out at the end. We'll fucking do it. And then
Yeah.
as new people come on, we'll add a new audio clip with the new names.
That if you want, if you choose.
Yeah, if you want to be anonymous too, no pressure. We're gonna have a poll system on there. One of the biggest polls we're gonna do is for upcoming episode topics.
Mhm.
We would love to know. You guys are the ones listening to us. What the hell do you want to listen to? What topics do you really want to get into? What rabbit holes have really intrigued you that we haven't even gone into? Because there's so much content out there and there's experts on everything everywhere. So we will find them. We will break it down. We'll get into those episodes depending on who wins in these polls, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
You'll be able to connect to each other. Patreon has a cool thing with once you're a member, all the members are kind of linked together and you can all talk to each other on there, like a AOL.com private chat room. Men seeking men, women seeking men, all that old stuff. That's before your time, huh?
I remember AOL.
Okay. That was my shit, bro.
Tail end, but
Chasing all them older women on AOL.com when I was a teenager. That's what I did. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, the raffle thing. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I think we mentioned it already too, but the raffle thing's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some quarterly raffles for gifts. Maybe it might be TOT merch. It could be a guest book. It could be anything. So you never know.
got a lot of fun stuff in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of cool shit that's gonna go down. JP,
Yes.
you asked me when I came back in here a minute ago when I had my little drinkity drink. What the? Hey, this is
Oh
not
yeah.
sponsored, by the way. Pepsi, I like you just as much. What's up?
Maybe even
What?
better.
Yeah, we might even like you better. I'll do the Pepsi challenge right now. You bastards want to pay us. Um. So, what did you ask me about the Coke can?
Well, I know that you are from the South,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I know that they say some funny words sometimes that don't make any sense, like buggy. You say buggy?
Buggy for like a shopping cart?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You said you're gonna go get a Coke, and I was not gonna be one bit surprised if you would have came back with any other soda besides a Coke, which makes no sense to me.
So I'm gonna flip this shit since you're a Wyoming boy. You Midwest and Central United States bastards all call everything pop, don't you?
Nope. I'm a soda.
Soda?
I've always been soda.
See, I can respect that more than pop, man.
Just soda.
I think the majority of the U.S. probably calls it pop. It should annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah, pop.
You want to know what I do call it? This is even worse.
What is it?
And I got this from my dad, who was old school, born in Wisconsin and raised in Louisiana. So I don't know where it originates from, but he always called it soft drinks.
Mm.
So no matter what kind of cola, Sprite, whatever the hell it is, it was a soft drink. So if you wanted to get detailed about it, you say, "Yeah, I want a Coke. I want a soft drink that's a Coke, like whatever." Um, but I would never call a Coke. I would never grab a Sprite and call it a Coke or a Pepsi and call it a Coke. Or
That makes no sense.
I don't get it. Yeah.
It's a name. It's
But then again, it's almost as dumb as Kleenex though, because that's a brand. It's not the tissue.
That's true.
Chapstick. That's another one that's common.
Q-tip.
Q-tip. Yeah, good. Q-tip, chapstick, Kleenex. All those are all brands. They're not the actual item.
Windex.
That's one
Nobody
too.
says glass cleaner.
Oh,
They
dude,
just say Windex.
that's true. I never thought about that one. Actually, one of my pet peeves with the MMA stuff too is people. Hey, you train UFC? You train
Yeah.
UFC?
You train UFC, dude. I hope that our name just becomes the replacement name for podcast.
You listen to Truth or Theory?
You listen to
Which Truth or Theory you listen to?
Yeah.
The Joe Rogan Truth or Theory?
We just replace podcast altogether. Wouldn't that be something?
That's funny. Yeah, so many people say you train UFC or
Yeah.
that stuff. UFC is like the equivalent of saying you play football, you play NFL. Like, yeah, you play college. That doesn't mean you're in the NFL. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
NFL is a league. UFC is a league.
Yeah.
It's a company. So I call it soft drinks. Bring it back to the beginning. I call it soft drinks, and then I will break it down by what brand it is. That's how we say it.
You do say soft drink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm weird, bro. Soft drink. Nobody says it either.
Interesting. Well, there's a reason.
Oh, that hurts, man. But I'm gonna be honest though. I've never heard anybody else use that term.
No.
So a hard drink, if you're asking, what the hell would be a hard drink? That's liquor, basically, any kind of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So that breaks down the alcohol side. So if it's a hard drink, could be the different. It could be a beer, it could be whiskey, it could be anything. You just break it down by what category it is inside of that category.
Uh-huh.
So
Like
soda.
an onion.
Yep. So soda. If I was to say, hey, you want a soda?
Perfect.
And you would be okay if I brought you a Sprite?
Yeah.
That's not a fucking soda,
What do you mean?
is it?
Yes.
But it's clear, isn't it? Oh no, cola.
What?
Cola's the dark thing, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry.
That's why it's
I'm
called
defensive because you made
Coca-Cola.
fun of soft drink.
Pepsi Cola. Diet Dr. Pepper Cola.
What is Sprite considered? Just clear soda?
Probably more along the lines of actual soda water.
Soda water. I used to have a old black teacher in Louisiana. He called it soda water. Everything with soft drinks was soda water.
Really?
Yeah, the show was funny.
Huh.
What do you prefer, Sprite or 7-Up or Sierra Mist? There is a correct answer. At home, in your car, wherever you're at right now listening to this, think about your answer as well.
Sprite.
There you go. Sprite's
I
the
do
right
like-
answer.
I do like Sprite better.
7-Up sucks. Sierra Mist is gross.
But I must say, it's not far.
No, see, I'm the opposite, man. My father-in-law can't stand Mr. Pibb. He's a Dr. Pepper drinker.
Same.
They're
the same.
To me, I can't taste the difference.
Yeah.
I'll
Same.
drink either one. I don't
Dr.
care.
Pepper, that falls under Shasta. Falls under all those. All those taste the same to me.
Shasta?
Shasta.
What the hell is that?
That's like a Walmart brand version, like Kroger brand, whatever you call it.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
Mr. Pibb,
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper, all those.
Shout out to Royal Royal Crown.
Oh yeah,
RC. Yeah, nobody ever talks about RC no more.
that's an off Pepsi.
They got beat up in the Coke game, in the cola game.
Still tastes like Pepsi to me. A little, they taste similar. Like
It's definitely more close to Pepsi than Coca-Cola.
everybody said, recycled cola.
Recycled cola. That's
RC.
gross. That's
RC.
awesome. Recycled cola. Oh, I would hate to have that company and have that stigma. Recycled cola. Yeah, everybody out there drinking Dasani water. You're drinking Coca-Cola's tap water. So stop buying that shit.
Do they use that to make Coke?
Huh?
I wonder if they use that to make Coke.
They might.
Dasani.
Well, I mean, all Dasani is the water bottled from their city, wherever the Coke plants are at. They're just bottling tap water
Those
and
are
you're paying
facts?
for it. 100% facts because I said it. Look into it. I'm almost positive that's facts. But ever since I found that out, that it was just purified tap water bullshit, whatever, I was like, yeah, I'm not buying no bottled purified tap water.
Hey, do me a favor. Look that up there, young Jamie.
Jamie, check and make sure that's right, bro.
Please. We'll get back to you.
What happened to
He's
Jamie?
quiet.
Where the fuck did Jamie go?
We need a Jamie.
Did Rogan pay him more and he left us?
We need a Jamie.
Yeah, if you guys want to move to Colorado and be hired as our Jamie and get paid in stickers and cola, RC cola,
Pieces of bubble gum.
yeah, bubble gum, dude, come on in, guy or girl, we don't discriminate. You can be our young Jamie. We'll get all the credit in the world for looking shit up as we talk, because Lord knows we say a lot of wrong stuff on this podcast. That's why we usually let the guests talk most of the time.
And Jamie does fall under the what do you call a name that's for both genders? A bigender name?
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Neutral.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Inter,
Gender neutral name.
intergeneral. I don't know.
Did you say intergeneral?
Maybe.
What does that even
I have the
mean?
power of editing it. It doesn't matter what I say.
Intergeneral.
Intergender. I don't know what it's called. It's called question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Jamie, we'll get a Kelly in here. There you go.
Kelly.
We'll have Kelly.
Jordan.
Goes both ways. Yeah. I had a dream I had a son named Jordan one time. It was really bizarre. Random off the topic.
Yeah.
Thing, but just shared it.
Was it? Did you want a son named Jordan?
No, I never even thought about naming a kid Jordan. I don't know where the hell it came from. And it's not even close to a name I would think of picking. I like weird names. Well, I guess Jordan's not much weirder than my kids' names. Dude, you know what a topic I haven't had a chance to talk to you about, but now is the perfect time since we don't have a guest.
Okay.
This is all right. Y'all gonna have to really open your minds on this one and don't judge me right off the bat,
Oh my
because
God, where's this going?
this is a really weird one for me, and I'm still in the process of trying to figure it out in my head. And let me break it down. Okay, so aging, life, people, time zones, generations, all that stuff. Okay, think about it.
Okay.
All right, so what do you think when you're put on this planet, you're born, you're a certain age, how old are you now?
31.
31. Okay, so you're 31. Well, just pretend like you're not married or anything.
Okay.
31 years old. 10 years ago, a girl was born, and now she's in your circle. Wait, is that? I'm tripping on my own stuff. Okay, what I'm trying to get to is think about Hugh Hefner, all the women that he was with.
Okay, I know where this is going.
Yeah, think about how many women Hugh Hefner's been with that are younger than his grandkids' age. Do you think age is a respawn level thing? Like we're all like ageist in a way. Like once you're an adult, you're an adult. If you meet up with another adult, it doesn't matter what the gap is. Or do you think it's like we have some kind of a seniority being born further ahead than other people? It weirds me out so much.
You have the ability to gain a lot more knowledge.
Yeah.
With experience, with time.
It's almost like a long distance race and you're just further ahead on the race.
Just imagine like right now, say you jumped ahead 20 years.
Yeah.
How much more would they know than you know?
Well, way more.
See?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They were just born in the past 20 years.
But does the people that were born 300 years ago, if they came back right now somehow, would they be way superior than us in some kind of way?
From 300 years ago?
Yeah.
Or 300 years in the future?
Well, either way, in the past or in the future, because it weirds me out and I think about what it all comes from is me thinking about people like Dane Cook, who's got a girlfriend that's barely 18. He's well in his 40s. That weirds me out so much. I can't imagine being with somebody that young. Like, I don't know, what the hell would you have in common with them? Not saying that young people are dumb, and any young people listening, I was dumb at your age, so whatever. But your experience levels are so different,
Oh
and
yeah.
everything about it's so strange to me. I don't understand how that works, and I wonder, is it a, or are we like an or respond on here? Then I need to think about how I thought about this and break it down better.
You would absolutely have to click on like a personality, and I'm sure physical attraction.
But what does that say for your personality
But
if you're
as
that
far
much
as
older and you're clicking with
you,
somebody that much younger?
personality has nothing to do with your interests, probably. It's who you are.
But your interest
I
too,
mean, your
like
interests are major. You're probably gonna have separate interests.
yeah,
You're not gonna have anything in common. It's just gonna be
it's physical attraction at that point.
um,
I just don't
well,
get it.
and personality. I mean, there's a lot of people that I like as people that I don't know what they're into, but
Yeah,
I like them as a person.
yeah.
So
Well, so that kind of covers the relationship side of it. But if it's non-relationship, I think about this as well. Like I feel very insuperior to people that are like 5 decades older than me. Like, um, no matter
mhm,
what, like okay, they were. I mean, I don't know how to explain this. They were born at a certain time, like a long time ago. It's
yeah.
not just like the wisdom that they picked up. It almost feels like their spirit is more ranked in a way.
Oh yeah. Think of everything that
Strange.
they've been through back then.
Yeah.
My grandma was 100. So she was born in 1906, I believe, 1908, 1906. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
that's a long time.
dirt roads, Great Depression, like World Wars, like all this stuff that she went through all that.
Yeah, that's crazy
And
though.
I was born in 89 and it was like,
Damn, bro, you're a little kid.
damn near 90s.
I was
90s
born
weren't
in
nothing crazy.
'59.
59?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I look great for my age. Huh?
Yeah, that adds up.
That's fucked up that you would agree to that.
Yeah, you look good.
Oh, thank you.
You're good.
Um, I feel mentally seriously. I talk to my dad about this all the time because he's the oldest of a big family. I'm the youngest of a medium-sized family, and I still feel mentally basic, basically 18, 21 range. Like not much has changed. As experiences have changed me. I've learned from burning my hand on fire type shit, like just life experiences. But
Hmm.
as far as like, I don't know, not wisdom and all that crap, but like just as a whole, I still feel mentally 20 years old, and I have the body of an 85-year-old. But I just don't get how that change. He says it doesn't change. Like you still feel that way when you're older, and he's well into his 70s, which is crazy.
Well, now think of it like this also, like with as years go by, think how much easier things have become in a way. I mean, as far as like a physical sense,
With dog hair in my mouth.
when your dad was your age, he was probably still.
I think I would have kicked my dad's age. My dad's ass at the same age. Just throwing that out there. Hopefully he's not listening.
Imagine what he was doing at your age. Probably anything you had to do was the hard way of doing it. Now
Yeah.
they've developed a new way of doing it. The same job gets done an easier way.
Yeah.
Those are
Everything's so
experiences.
simple.
Those make you. Those change you, I guess.
Now here's
Build
another weird
character.
thought. Think about ghosts and when you die. Like you believe in a spirit. Like, do you
Mhm.
think your body goes anywhere? Do you think your spirit goes anywhere after you die?
That's a hard one. I've thought about it. I definitely understand. Like, I don't know what I think yet, though. I'm undecided.
All right. So for the sake of the argument, let's say we do die and our spirit does go somewhere.
Okay.
What age is our spirit? Is it the age of when you die, or is it the age of your prime, like you at your peak?
Mm,
Because that would suck. You live really old, and then your body gets defeated, and you're like starting to wither away a little bit, or whatever. And then you're like, yeah, this is the fucking final form I'm in. This sucks. I wanted
well,
the 20-year-old me.
let me throw this at you. What do you think that your spirit even has a physical representation?
No, I think it's more like an orb, probably. But I still feel like,
You want to look like an old orb?
yeah, I don't want to be like all
I want to
staticky
be
like
like a wrinkly
VHS.
orb.
I don't want to be a VHS orb. I want to be a DVD Blu-ray orb.
Yeah. I want to be in 4K.
Yeah, I want to like, oh damn, that dude pops. Look at the colors coming out of that shiny glow.
Crystal clear. He's newborn.
But I guess that does change a lot of it. If you think about it, there's no physical. Because I do always picture it physical, but it really won't be physical.
I think it's because you think like if you were to ever see a ghost, like it would look like a person.
Yeah, that's probably where it comes from. Is like when you see
Hmm.
the ghost, you see in like a hologram basically of that former person. Why did they stop at that certain look? Is it because that's when they died, and it's just an energy from that time period hanging around, or what? It's really weird.
See now, this is when I think of this, like sometimes you see ghosts that are like super, they always say like, oh, it's a creepy old lady or something like that, or an old man. But if it goes as when you're in your prime, I doubt they were in their prime at that age.
Bitch, watch me do a cartwheel.
Yeah.
Slow motion cartwheel. Yeah, that's true. Man, I don't know. It's just such a crazy thing to think about. You know what I've been having happen to me a lot lately? And it's weird. I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts is Bad Friends with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee had a mental, not a breakdown, but like a mental, like just sitting on the sidelines for a moment. And I've been that spot so many times. And it's happened to me a lot lately. And it just happened to me again. I'm thinking about, dude, what the hell are we doing? You and I are sitting in my basement in our studio talking. Who the hell are we talking to? Who's listening? Why are we doing this? What is the point of it? What's the point of everything? Why
Wow.
would anybody want to hear us talk? It's such a strange feeling. Like it's just like the strangest, like, what the fuck is, how did we
Yeah.
get here? Like, what does this even mean? Why are we making a podcast? Why are people listening to it? Why? Why do we have these thoughts? Like, what?
Who are you guys? Why do
Yeah.
you want to listen
How
to
did you and I
me?
even get to this level, dude? It's so strange, man.
I don't
And
know.
how are we so loyal to it? Like, it's some kind of weird energy thing that's going on.
Yeah.
It's such a
That is
bizarre thought,
strange. I haven't really stopped. It's like sat down and smelled the roses lately.
dude. Seriously, think about it. Like, we started in January 2020. You've been
Mhm.
coming to my house basically every week, once a week, to do this. So loyal. Like, I haven't done anything that loyal in my life. That regularly scheduled, and like we were so rare that we miss
Yeah.
a week.
And it's
That's so
not
bizarre.
like we have to do this.
Yeah. And we're not even making money
Not
for it.
getting paid for
What
it or
the hell are we
anything. We just do it to do
doing?
it.
It's like we both got stuck in a weird trance and we've just been doing it.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff that I really need feedback for. If you listen to this, you enjoy listening to our stupid rambles or our cool guest episodes, email us, hit us up on Instagram, whatever you got to do to let us know
Yeah.
that you're out there, you're listening. For some reason, it's entertaining to you or educational. Because I just had a weird moment of what the hell are we doing?
Why are we doing this?
I thought about that earlier when you were helping us move all that equipment. I was like, man, this is really nice of him to do that. It's cool to have him with the truck and everything. And then we're going to record. I'm like, why are we recording? What are we doing this? Why is JP coming here so loyally every week? And why are we doing this? Going through all the trouble to do it. We're not making money off of it. And it's just such a strange thing to think about.
Yeah, and it was strange even from the beginning because it's not like we know anybody who do podcasts.
Yeah.
We don't
That's a
know.
good point. Like the whole making of coming up with this idea.
Yeah.
So like fast paced. They came up quick. We had 3 guys. Derek was our 3rd guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so strange how it all played out and how consistent it has been.
Yeah, it's actually been perfect. It was nice. I'm glad it turned out the way it did. The struggles have been real, but also minimal at the same time.
Yeah, and it's really helped me come out of my comfort zone because I hate talking. I have um, a lot of insecurities about how I speak and being from Louisiana and not just articulating myself well. And it's really made me like force myself to be in those situations and talk to people, especially being laid off too. That was nice to be able to stay in the loop with everything. So once time was starting to get back into interviews and stuff, it made all that a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's just strange, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. You're gonna be going back to work here pretty soon.
Yeah, I start beginning of February. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say where. It's none of you guys' business, but
None of
yeah,
your business.
but I'm excited.
None of your
I'm excited.
goddamn business.
I'm out of the oil field, but I'm closely related to it in a way. So, and hopefully we have job security. I'm worried about yours. You're still in it. Old Biden doing his dirties.
What happens, bro.
Yep.
That's why I stay in contact with people who I can, see what they're up to, see what they got going on. I feel like I've built a resume of some sorts that will make me valuable in other avenues besides the oil field.
Yeah, and what you do and how you do it. When I first heard about you, when we were working in the same company, we're working at a huge company, a ton of employees.
Prestige worldwide. Wide.
One of the guys brought you up and talked really highly about you. I was excited about meeting you. Then you got into a little circle that I was into, and then it was cool that it all played out, and we both ended up in Colorado. Had nothing to do with me. I'm just saying it was cool that we both came down the same path. Kind of ties all the stuff into that it was almost meant to be for Truth or Theory to be born.
That is true because we only met once or twice when we were in Williston.
Yeah, twice in Williston, and
Yeah.
very briefly. Basically, it wasn't like we got to hang out a whole lot. We were in a professional atmosphere, so we didn't really get to shoot the shit or anything.
Yeah.
Um,
And we both end up here in the same small town.
Same
At
small
the
town.
This company here is way smaller than
Oh yeah,
that one was.
we were at a superstore, and now we're at a smaller shop.
Yeah,
Well,
that's wild.
you are. I'm not
We
anymore.
just
But
ended
yeah.
up at the same place.
It's weird.
Destiny, my friend. Do you believe in destiny?
I do. I think a lot of things like this kind of stuff. I think a lot of this kind of stuff happens for a reason. But I think humans also have the same. Um, they also have the will, the free will to pick different parts of destiny that you can go down. Like I think there's laid out paths that you can take,
Mm-hmm.
but it all depends on choices too. Like it's not going to just happen no matter what. You can't just fuck your life all up and do a bunch of horrible shit and then you're still going to end up in the same place.
Like this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. I think you have to make choices along the game of life, and then there's different destiny paths that you're access to basically. And somehow the choices we made linked us here to Colorado, and
Yeah.
now we're on the greatest podcast known to man.
Yep. Yep. We're replacing the name.
Pack. Yeah, buddy.
Do I even sound like a wolf or just like an old dog?
I don't care. I love it. I love that you do it every time I do it. It makes me feel like if we were in prison, you would definitely be my bitch. So and every time you do it, I get excited. I'm like, yes, I win.
You still howling.
You sleep on the bunk that I tell you. I got bottom bunk. Would you want bottom or top bunk?
I don't know. I've thought about this, and I'm honestly probably the bottom would be easier to get in and out of.
You think? Yeah,
Somebody
I grew
could
up.
stab me through my mattress if I was on the top bunk, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because if you had a top bunk guy too that was noisy and moved around all the time, that'd be hard to sleep. Because I'm sure them bunks aren't that solid. They'd be squeaking and shit. You're like, dude, sit still.
Yeah.
Maybe
Kick the shit out of it.
yeah, maybe being the noise controller on the top bunk would be the way to go.
Hmm.
But I grew up on the top bunk. We grew up in bunk beds, and I was I think I was the top bunk the majority. I lived with my sister for the majority of my childhood, and then when my brother passed, I moved in with my other brother, and then I was top bunk with him. Top bunk life, bro.
You ever fall off in your sleep?
No, my daughter has fallen off of. I don't know if it was a bunk bed or a bed, but she rolled. My youngest is a little freaking steamroller in the night, man. She does all kinds of crazy shit. But I remember she did fall off.
Dang.
Yeah, the bunk beds are crazy. My dad made our bunk beds, and they were like Fort Knox, man. They were strong as shit.
That's
My
good.
dad doesn't make anything weak. He made it like overkill. Like a battle tank could have ran into it and it would have held up for no reason.
Just stops the tank. You don't even notice. You're still sleeping.
Bunk beds nowadays are so flimsy, man. We've had a bunch of them with the kids, and they don't even compare. And they have the little safety guard too. That's for pussies, man. If you roll off, man, that's just life.
It's a life lesson right there.
Yeah, you
Sit
just
still.
learn gravity. Sit still. Gravity sucks. You gotta learn it one way or the other, man. You gotta just learn how to tuck and stay in one spot. Wrap the blanket so you don't roll too much.
Mm-hmm.
Chalk yourself with a pillow. Whatever you gotta do. That guardrail shit. That's just making pussies. That's why we have so many pussies nowadays. Bunk bed guardrails.
Maybe that's where the term tucked in came from. Like when kids would ask their parents, "Hey, will you tuck me in so they don't roll off the bed? Tuck me in, tuck me in tight so I can't move."
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good point, man. It probably did. Tuck me in. I'm tired of rolling out of this place. We live on a hill, Pappy. Let me down.
Tuck me in tight. Tie me off.
Yeah, dude. How do you sleep at night, man? I have to sleep a certain way or I can't fall asleep. I'll tell you in a second.
Truth be told, I'm a left side, what do you call it, fetal sleeper. I don't know why I like to curl up. I curl up, yeah.
You pull the knees up?
Even if I'm a little chilly, I just curl up.
Do you pull your knees up too?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's exactly how I sleep. But I don't have a preference on left or right. But I do rotate a lot during the night. But I have to have a pillow in between my legs or a bunch of blankets.
Yeah.
Because I cannot stand my knee on knee action.
I
don't. Does that bother you? My wife thinks I'm crazy. She's like, "What? What does it matter if your knees are on top of each other?" I'm like, "Shit hurts. I don't want my knees on top of each other, man.
Yeah,
bone on bone. I have to have a little cushion in between." And I'm basically required 2 pillows to be comfortable. So if I don't have 2 pillows, I'm going to be a little bitch about it.
What style is your pillow? You like big fluffy pillows or?
That's a good question. Um, no, I'm not a big fan of fluffy pillows. I like a firm
Mhm.
pillow, and I'm not a blanket kind of guy. I like a sheet because I get hot easy. I like
Mm.
sleeping with a sheet. Like my wife, my kids are all bundled in like 100 blankets and sheets, and I got two pillows and a sheet, and I'm happy.
How can you sleep with the blanket over your head?
Oh hell no! I can't have my feet covered either. My feet have to breathe.
Jesus, man, difficult to get set up here.
I am, dude. My kids get a kick out of it that my feet have to be out. I said that my feet have gills. They have to breathe.
Did I enjoy the thinnest pillow? I have like a little. It's basically just a chunk of memory foam. It's about this thick.
That's probably the best way to go for your spine.
It's tiny, and that's my pillow. It always will be my pillow. And
You've had
then
it since you were like 12. It's full of bed bugs
I've
and DNA.
had it for some years.
That's disgusting, bro. You need to switch
I
that out.
change a case a lot.
It don't matter, man. It gets into the material. You got little
But you're
creepy
putting a new
crawlers in
case
there.
over it.
Yeah, but the pillow's still inside there, man. That stuff leaks into
inside
it.
there.
Huh?
Inside there, not on the new case.
Dude, it comes out at night, man. They're like, so slippery that. I don't know.
Crawl in my ear.
Yeah, that's where you get all your bad thoughts from, man. Those little bed bugs get up in your ear and they start whispering shit you don't want to think about.
Kill him.
Kill E Willy and make it your own podcast. You should wake up and have a beer.
Hey. All right. I'll cheers to that.
I'll cheers to it with a soft drink of maybe
Freshie.
Pepsi, maybe Coca-Cola. If you're watching the YouTube channel, you know what it is. Cheers, brother, to having a very weird bond for this podcast that keeps us going.
I like it, man. You're all right.
Yeah.
I don't care what everybody else says about you.
They say a lot, and I say fuck all of them. But yeah, I value our friendship. I'm excited that we are not only just podcast brothers, we're friends, we're bros.
Yeah.
Here to help you at any time. If you're watching the YouTube channel, one of the main things I want to improve on the studio once we start making Patreon money is the
Hopefully.
foam. Yeah, if anybody does it. I mean, I'll ask our moms to do it. If you look behind JP's head right now, to the left of his ear is a bare wall. There's no foam panel right there. I want to get another set of foam panels that goes right there, completes the wall, and that curtain I want to switch out with a dark curtain so it's not so washed out, boring looking. We're gonna get a new TV monitor so we can see, and mics that are actually good quality, not this starter kit bullshit.
Yeah, we've had problems with these, bro.
Yeah, we bought a nice big ass set with all kinds of shit, and we've only been able to really use the mics basically. The mixers.
That's true. We got mixers and
We got
stuff
mixers.
sitting over here.
We got headphones that we don't get to use because
don't
they
do a
crack when we use them.
goddamn thing.
I want the fucking headphones that changes the quality of a podcast so you can hear better. Our guests will be right in our ear. We're not listening across the room.
And we bought enough for 4 people. We thought, what if it's us two? What if we have 2 guests?
Yeah, well, originally we had 3 guys, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have one for a guest. But then when it didn't work out for him, we bought him back out basically, and then
Mhm.
we're like, we'll just have 2 extras. We'll have an extra for a guest. If we have 2 people in, then we'll be legit. But
Yeah, which
none
we
of this
have
shit
had.
works.
We have had before 2 guests.
Yeah, but it sucks. So we need to get better set up. Lighting wise, we just need a little bit of lighting improvements, which we have ideas for that. We're going to improve all that. Just some bare
So I hold my
essential
flashlight
equipment.
underneath my chin.
Yeah, we're going to get headlamps and just shine it right back at our face.
Yeah, you see us.
But yeah, we want to improve the quality of the show because we're in it for the long haul, aren't
Yeah.
we? Yep. JP and I just signed a 4-year contract for zero money, but pure loyalty.
Yeah,
So
we're
We're
paid
here.
in, paid in smiles and likes.
yeah, we're here. So might as well improve the equipment. And we're thinking about making that salt lamp in between us, replacing it with one of those electrical ball things that shoot currents and stuff. I think that would
Yeah.
look so stimulatingly cool. Put the salt lamp on the table. JP came up with the idea to change the layout in the room. So we're sitting at the table, kind of Rogan style, and have the cameras angles on us. We'd see our guests better when we have in-studio guests.
Yeah.
Because we're going to start having in-studio guests more often, too. And shit, you guys pay us enough in Patreon, we'll start flying people in this bitch.
It would be different if we. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, remind me to get back to that subject. I got a funny story about that.
I was thinking like, because if we actually sat across, because we like to talk like this.
Yeah, every time we
Which
start
seems
talking, we
strange
look
'cause,
at
like,
each
the
other,
camera's that way.
I
We're
know.
sitting next to each
and
other.
then we don't sound as good because we're away from the mics.
This would be different if we
So-
could just sit across from each other.
Yeah, get that eye contact going and that Rogan-esque vibe,
Yeah.
since he's the man with the plan and he's doing the damn thing and leading it.
He is.
The story I wanted to share, but if anybody knows Theo Vaughn's podcast, this past weekend, he had Chris Hansen, the host of Dateline NBC and all that crap, to Catch a Predator.
Really?
He had him on his show last year. I think it was maybe a year before that. And I guess Theo Vaughn flies in a lot of his guests and gets them booked up in hotels and shit. And Chris Hansen overstayed his welcome at the hotel and charged up his bill like crazy and did a bunch of crap that he didn't. I thought that was the funniest shit ever. Like, Chris Hansen, you dirty bastard, bro.
Really?
Should be to catch a scammer, man.
Okay. And he's
It's
like,
the worst
"Yeah,
guest ever.
it's on Theo's tab.
Yeah,
Give me
just
some
burned
room
it up.
service. Give me some bottles."
Yeah, you drank all kinds of shit, and tore up stuff, probably stole pillows. I'm gonna make the story worse than it was, but man, that's dirty, man. I would never do that.
Did you eat the peanuts? You don't have to pay for those peanuts?
He stayed like 2 extra days, I think, too, or what he
Really?
was supposed to. Yeah,
Just chilling, huh?
yeah. It's like,
Wow.
I'm gonna get myself. I'm gonna go on Grinder and see who's out here, and Tinder and see who's in the market.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
that's
have
funny.
a seat. Take a seat. Do you know why you're here? You know who I am? I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC News, and you're on our show, To Catch a Predator.
I've got a room for a couple more days.
You want to tell us what's in the bag? Yeah, that show was very entertaining, but it turned out that they couldn't even prosecute most of those people because of some loophole bullshit with it being televised and some crap. So almost
What?
all those guys got away with a bunch of shit and never even
Really?
got charged. Yeah. So if you know,
Because I actually didn't. I don't know. Is it still considered committing a crime if you never do anything?
it should be.
It's
If you
gotta
show
be.
up to a house where a minor is at with those kind of intentions, I think you should be hung in public. So that's
At the
where I
very
stand.
least, punched in the face.
Yeah. Not
Very
by Chris
least.
Hansen, because he's probably break his wrists.
You'd still get it from somebody.
Yeah, they should have like a SWAT guy just walk in there and steamroll them.
That's insane.
Yeah, so those bastards. That's why the show stopped, because they weren't able to prosecute those bastards the way they deserved. They were getting out for all kinds of loopholes, and they got some guys out there doing it on YouTube now, doing that similar kind of shit and just exposing them, and embarrassing them, which is awesome. We have a guest coming on soon that works in trafficking that we're gonna ask her a lot of cool questions
Yeah.
too. Excited about that. CJ Dunning, check her out.
She works in stopping trafficking.
Yeah.
Right. She doesn't work in. I don't know. I guess I took that weird the way you said it. Like, she works in trafficking, as in like she's a trafficker.
Oh
I
yeah, I
was
see
like,
what you're
what?
saying. Yeah. She works in stopping that bullshit. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not a fucking black market human trader.
It's so strange to me that even happens.
Yeah, did it. And this last year, it really exposed how much it does happen. I saw in the news today that they just they got 33 people
Mhm.
taken down in the Los Angeles area for that
Mhm.
shit. It's awesome. Keep
Did
it
you
going.
read the article?
No.
They were saying like, yeah, it's not uncommon for these people to go back to those same places where they were at before. I was thinking, why would they do that?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like they said, like the kids or whoever go back. They set them free and they go back to them
Oh,
to be trafficked or something.
like
I don't know.
Stockholm syndrome type shit.
Something, yeah. They're just like, they think that they
Damn, that's terrible.
That's their life or something. That seems
Wow.
bizarre. Like, this shit can't be fun. Probably not a good time. I'd be like, oh, I'm free, badass.
Yeah, it's similar to prison, man. People that have been in prison for a long time, they get that same anxiety feeling of being cut off from their normal routine, and they want to go back too. Strange.
Institutionalized.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
That's crazy, man. That was a shout out to the old man in Shawshank Redemption who hung himself after the grocery store job. Remember that?
I haven't seen it in so long.
And he was that same situation. He was in there for a long time, and the world had changed so much since he was in a young guy, like in the fucking 50s, and then now he's out and there's cars flying everywhere. Everything's loud and chaotic, and he just doesn't fit in. So he hung himself.
Damn.
Yeah,
Just
sad.
a movie though, right?
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story.
No, I don't know if it is. I'm just making shit up.
I believe it.
But yeah, that kind of stuff happens, I'm
Yeah.
sure. That's a real feeling and a real problem.
Yeah, no joke. You
Back-
got any habits that are strange that could probably be better off if you would just not do it. Like,
What
I
do you
mean,
mean?
I don't know. I was just thinking about
You could go anywhere.
like going to prison is not a good idea, but some people like to go back because that's what they're used to. It's their habit. It's like their
Oh, like in that concept.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I got to think about it. One horrible habit that I have that I would love advice on if anybody listens that knows a good technique to stop it is since I've been in elementary school, I've been peeling and biting my nails, and I have never seen my fingers with nails on them. Basically, I gnaw them down to nothing, and I just I'm trying to do a little system right now where I'm letting them grow one finger at a time. I got my pinky finger has a little bit of a nail right now, and it's so
That's a start.
foreign feeling to me. It feels like a different finger. It's so strange.
I
I've
wonder.
never felt my fingers with fingernails on them.
I think they make like a spray that you can spray on them. That's odorless, tasteless, whatever, or not tasteless, obviously, but it's odorless. There's no like powder. It's just if you put your fingers in your mouth, it tastes like shit.
See, that wouldn't stop me because the majority of what I do is peel them. I use the other nails pressure on them and peel them. That's what I've done the most. So I only bite them basically
Like you
when.
just like turn them.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
yeah, dude. I'm sure other people out there do it too.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But I peel them constantly with stress and just a nervous habit that I've had because I had a lot of anxiety going into grade school and stuff. That was a nightmare for me. But yeah, I've been doing it since then. So basically 6 years old or whatever. And dude, I'm tired of it. I'm embarrassed about my hands now as an adult and being in like the professional atmosphere. And people see my hands, I'm like, oh shit, it's embarrassing.
Somebody reach out to this man. I can't help him. I don't know.
Yeah, if y'all
I don't know
have
how to
any
help you
ideas,
there.
let me know because
I guess they just don't do it.
I'm thinking about wearing gloves all the time, like Michael Jackson, so I can't get to my fingers. That might help.
Hmm.
But then I'm gonna have really white hands that are clammy and gross. So I don't know. Might not be any hope for me. What do you have a weird thing that you were talking
I
about?
don't know. That's what I was just trying to think about too. I'm a constant sock wearer. I wear socks
So,
everywhere,
constant
dude.
sock wear.
I think my feet would honestly be better off if I didn't wear socks so much. I'm
Yeah,
the
dude, they
most
gotta
soft.
breathe,
I'm
bro.
the most soft, tender foot.
Really,
Oh yeah. If I step
dude?
on like anything, it's like I feel like my feet are gonna fall off.
I have the complete opposite. The majority of my teenage years, I was barefoot in like cane fields and backyard and all kind of crap doing stuff. I played football on the street one time, two-hand touch, and I ran so hard in the street that I burned off all the skin on the bottom of my feet.
Wow.
I went to take a shower and it hurt like shit, and then all the skin came off like an iguana. It was so
What?
gross. The bottom of my feet were just pink as hell because it was just pure. The whole layer was
Damn.
gone, and I had to start fresh, and I wasn't ready for it. That shit was weird feeling.
Get them calloused up.
Yeah, so I got some fucking dinosaur feet, man. Some
Dude,
hobbit feet.
if I went barefoot, if I went on naked and afraid, I'd be that dude just bitching the whole time. My feet, my feet,
I'd bitch about
my
the
feet.
mosquitoes, man. I hate mosquitoes and chiggers and ticks. That shit pisses me off. But
Dude, those guys get chewed.
I know I can't stand that. It puts me in a rage. Um, I could handle the other crap, but man, that would piss me off so bad.
Yeah, and that's funny because like they're like they first get there and they're like, hey, this isn't so bad, we got a shelter going. Even if they start a fire, we got a fire. I'm like, you guys don't know the problem yet. It's the bugs.
Yeah, dude, the bugs, man.
It's always the
Whenever they
bugs.
do any kind of swamp or tropical climate,
Mm.
man, I'm like, damn, they're gonna get eaten alive.
Yep, and even if it is in those conditions, when it rains, they freeze their asses off. Or at night, they freeze their ass. People don't realize it gets cold at night.
Yeah,
Even if
it,
you're in a tropical area,
I
it
know.
still gets cold.
That's crazy. The feet thing is funny too. How weird feet are because like if you look at tribal people like their feet are much wider and they kind of glove out like a hand does.
Mm.
Our feet have been like shaped by shoes basically because we're in these main countries. We all wear shoes. We're taught to wear shoes. It kind of shapes your feet to stay that way. But it seems like if we were generations of free feet, we would have more of a hand type foot. Look
Longer
that shit
toes.
up. It's so bizarre looking.
Mm.
And that's why like I've
That is
heard
interesting.
Chinese people they in China they I don't know if they still do this, but at one point in their culture the women had to wear like boxes on their feet to keep their feet from growing too big.
Oh, the
'Cause-
little tiny shoes.
Yeah, so
And
it's
their
like
feet are like pointy and like
is a way to keep them feminine looking. Like,
Yeah.
my family's the polar opposite. My sister and my mom have like dude feet and shit. So
hairy toes.
my sister
I don't
has
know
like
if that's true.
a
I've never
bigger
even met
foot
'em.
than the average guy, I think. I got big ass feet too. So my feet like were done growing basically when I was about 10 years old. I wear 13 wide. You wear 13 too, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
team 13. And I'm only 5'10", And so
God damn.
it don't make sense, bro. I got like some paddles on my feet, man.
No kidding.
Fucking duck.
You a good swimmer?
No, I'm good at holding my breath for a long time, but swimming
You're
wise,
drowning all the time.
yeah, drowning. Swimming wise, I would be good because I have big ass feet, but I got a giant head that fucks it all up.
Toes are webbed.
So yeah, my toes are webbed. I got big feet that make great paddles, but then my head just sinks me. I just start sinking.
Oh no.
The big old,
Going down.
yeah, 2-gallon head. So all you see is my little flipper feet hitting the surface. He's drowning again.
Somebody help me, please.
Yeah, the rumor about men having big feet and big privates, not true. I have huge feet, and I probably have. Let's see. I'll be honest with you guys. This is Patreon material coming. I'm a above average Chinese man. American below average. 3 inches of pain.
Boom, boom, boom. The 3-inch Punisher, we call him.
Those are the moments that I cringe thinking about when I say stupid shit like that, knowing that your family listens to this. Because my family doesn't listen, so I can get away with saying gross shit.
Hi, Mom.
My wife doesn't even listen. I can say whatever the hell I want. She won't correct anything. But yeah. Hi, Mom. Hi, what's your mom's name? Oh, we're not going to say it. But yeah, hi, Miss JP.
Mrs. JP.
Mrs. JP. I don't know how to code her name. But your mom's a good listener. She supports us. She's always quick to want to buy the merch too. I love your mom. Yeah. My mom, she watches No Limits with E Willy on YouTube, but I don't think she's ever seen a Truth or Theory episode.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah. So I've said a lot of
She's
disgusting
a very
stuff
nice
around my
woman.
mom.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, unfortunately. My dad will smack me and my mom will tell me something, but I've been pretty vulgar my whole life. I'm a disgusting bastard.
Interesting.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I realize that's disrespectful, and I try not to do that because I have kids now. But when my kids correct me for how I act around my mom, then you know you're a bad person because that happens all the time. Don't do that in front of Nana. Don't say that in front of Nana.
Be nice.
Yeah.
In front of Nana.
Yeah, they are so quick to back my parents up and throw me under the bus, man. I made some little disciples that are not loyal to the king.
It's grandma, bro. Grandma's queen.
Hey, Grandma Powers. All right, bro. What's gonna happen, man? We're going to Mars or what?
Oh yeah.
You gonna go?
No.
Me neither, man. I have a fear of space, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm claustrophobic, and I think that shit.
Will you ever get another chance though?
To what?
To go to space?
I don't know, but I'm a pass.
Really?
Even if
your only chance.
Even if they know, like, they can pinpoint Yosemite is about to blow, and you have like 2 months to get out of here. We have a new sweet ass Airbus that goes to Mars. We'll get you out of here, and you can start your new family and this little biodome bullshit. I'll be like, tell my wife and the kids, y'all have a good time. Good luck.
Really?
Yeah. Good luck in Mars. I'll enjoy the lava on my back, and I'll see y'all in the afterlife because I'm be too freaked out, man.
Yeah, I would go.
And that comes from a man who likes Star Wars, dude. All they do is travel back and forth from planets and shit. I'm just too much of a pussy.
You gotta think about what it looks like out there. It's like not very many people have had the opportunity. Or so I think.
Dude, what if we got there and it looked just like Earth? Like all the orange bullshit was just pure.
Just fake.
Like, yeah, just to make it look more interesting, but it's like exactly like Earth.
Earth 2.0.
Yeah. Like all the planets look like Earth. Just a mix of jungle, deserts, and mountains and stuff, but not one weird thing about the colorations of orange and all that.
Weird.
Yeah, like
exactly
this is not what I thought about Mars.
Exactly the same. Same people. It's just like a different reality.
Hi. Hi.
Meet yourself. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up, dude?
Oh, I'm glad you said meet yourself. That's the topic I want to talk to you about because you brought this up before, and I think it's so fascinating. I've the doppelgangers, man. Let's talk about it for a minute, and then we'll end this shit. You said that you've seen a man that looks just like you.
I have.
That's so crazy.
It was crazy because even at the time, I nudged my wife and I was like, look at that guy. He looks like me.
What did she say?
She said, yeah, he does look like you. I'm like, no, like he looks like
me.
That guy looks like me. I
like clone level.
Nobody ever says about themselves.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was blown away. I kept looking at him. I'm like, that's freaking me standing over there.
Dude,
it was
same
weird.
height too.
Same height, like same everything, same shape nose. Like it was. I was like, that's me. That guy looks like me.
Dude, that's so bizarre. I've had people tell me that I look exactly like somebody they know, and I never really get to see this person. I never meet the person, but I've had that happen so many times, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure how to respond to that, but cool.
Must be a good-looking guy.
Yeah, must be a handsome some bitch. But yeah, I've never came across a guy like, holy shit, that dude looks just like me.
I remember when I first got to middle school and when we moved to Wyoming, and there was like, you look just like this guy. His name's Tom. That's a common name. I would say his name's Tom. And
Shout out to
I
Tom.
met that dude, and I'm like, people are saying we look alike. He's like, I don't think so. I was like, I don't think so either.
Like, you look like a bitch.
Yeah.
You look like a bitch. Hey, yo, Tom.
Yeah, it was strange.
Fuck
dude.
you, Tom.
Fuck you, Tom. What's your name? Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel. What's your name? Yeah. I had something similar to that too happen. That was a guy that they said looked just like me in grade school, and we met, and we were friends and stuff. We're like, we don't look like, bro. Everybody's racist around us.
Don't look anything alike.
Just two blonde-haired boys with bowl cuts.
Bowl cuts.
Oh, dude, I rocked the shit out of that bowl cut.
Full Lloyd.
Oh, it was bad, bro. From maybe 8 to 13, I had a bowl cut all the time. I was like an idiot.
All the way into 13.
Yeah, I think I got my hair. My uncle shaved my head at 13 at one point. And I was like, damn, this is nice. It's
So much better.
slick and cool. I feel fast now. It's like, I'm done with all that bowl cut bullshit. And then for like 13 to maybe 25, 24, I shaved my head all the time, like buzzed it. So I never had a hairstyle and just started growing my hair out around 30 just to have some kind of hair.
Dude, there's only a couple of hairstyles that just didn't make, and they're like the mullet. They're bringing back the mullet a little bit.
Come on,
it's
guys.
gonna make a full comeback, but
Stop it with the mullet.
yeah, the mullet, the bowl cut. What else is there? There's something. Mohawks, I guess.
You know what they can't bring back? That would be terrible. Is the frosted tip bullshit that would the
Mm.
fade? That was so stupid, man.
Yeah.
The NSYNC era.
Yeah.
Everybody had their shit
All
frosted.
of them, dude. All of them. Have you ever seen the process of that?
No.
They got to put like a cap over your head with a bunch of dots in it, a bunch of holes,
Oh my gosh.
and they just scoop hair out with a pick, little pieces of hair.
You lost your man
and
card when you do
they
that.
dye them blonde.
That's
So
so
you just
dumb.
take the cap off, and you got blonde pieces.
Why's it gotta be blonde too? Why can't we do a reverse and do
You know, look
brown
like a
tips,
leopard?
bro? Do some black tips.
Look like a leopard, bro.
Oh man. Oh man. My daughter, my youngest, is convinced that we always ask them, what are you gonna do when you grow up? Like what's your goal? What do you want to be when you're older? My youngest is hilarious, and she is completely set on being a Sonic worker.
Really?
She used to be a Target lady. Now she's a Sonic worker, and she's not saying this as a joke.
Is it for the rollerblades?
No, I don't think she knows that they do that. That would be like a huge perk because she
She's
just started
like, I'm
skating.
Definitely going now.
No, she's like, I think I could make some really cool ice cream. Like she started listing all that stuff off. I'm like, you don't just make whatever the hell you want. They have a menu, you little weirdo. She's like, no, I do like chocolate and like M&Ms, and like, no, you have a menu and people order what they want and you make it for them. You don't. You're not an ice cream inventor.
Yeah, hey, I'm here at Sonic. Okay, I'll get you in a second. You just bring them whatever you decide to make.
Yeah. Just you order, I'll give you whatever the hell I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
She wants to be a pediatrician too, which I think she'd be great at because she's just like her mom, loves babies and kids and all that stuff.
That's good.
Yeah. So that I'm like, why don't you shoot for the pediatrician? Maybe do Sonic early on just to get some money and get the hell out of my house. But no, we're not doing Sonic for the rest of your life. Making up people's ice cream.
If you ever get a job at Sonic when she's in high school, she'll never want to do Sonic again.
Oh yeah, dude. I got a buddy that worked at Sonic. He told me some horror stories about the ice cream machines.
Really?
Yeah, about having roaches in them and they rarely ever clean them and stuff. I was like, oh, dude, you killing me, bro.
That sounds nasty.
Yeah, it's gross. Just think about who's working these atmospheres. It's all part-timers that don't give a shit. I just don't care.
Bunch of high schoolers and drug addicts. No, I'm just kidding.
When you're young, you're dumb, man.
Some of
I was
them are
so
actually pretty
stupid
cool.
when I was young. Yeah, I did some
You did
dumb
fast
shit.
food?
I did McDonald's for one night, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had a bad attitude when I was younger. It's like, yeah, this ain't for me. I'm gonna go. I interview really well, which is bad because people always buy into my bullshit and they're like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be great." And then I showed up and did one night. I was like, "No, not for me. I'm out. Peace."
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
fuck that guy. Yeah, I did a lot of jobs like that when I was younger. I counted one time, and I had almost 20-something jobs
Wow.
total in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was like 23. Maybe on the Patreon we'll list it sometime.
It's well rounded.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of experience. I got a lot of weird stories and weird experiences with different types of people, man.
Yeah.
I worked for a tree company, a tree service company. That the guy, hope hopefully still alive. Shout out to him. Not gonna say his company's name. I don't want to blast him, but he had one eye from a tire blowing up in his face.
Shit.
He had a guy on his crew die. He had a guy on his crew get his leg cut off.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, he's telling me all this shit. I'm
He's
like,
got the safety record, huh?
yeah, I was like, dude, I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, but he was a nice guy though. He fucking sang country music too.
Hmm.
Go on break and he starts singing. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna discover you, bro. I don't have no talent agents or nothing. I don't know who you're trying to impress. You got a good voice, but I can't do it, man.
Buy my album.
Yeah, he was a cool guy, but yeah, I dipped out on that shit too. Uh, yeah, the situation where I was at one of the big jobs, one of the first jobs that we did, and this we were cutting this stuff tree by a lady's house that went over her garage. That was like one of those tin roof type garages where it's not real solid, and so we had to be careful when we're cutting the trees and knock shit over and crush our garage thing. So he had a Mexican guy that was his cutter or climber. They called them climbers. Real talented guy, barely spoke English, but he like adopted this dude and he was like taking care of his family and helping them out, getting going and stuff, and
Wow.
probably illegal working, but dude was doing what he had to do and was grinding. And he cut a branch and it fell on the top of the lady's garage, made a huge dent, and he got so pissed off at him, dude. I was like, oh shit, this is embarrassing. Because this is like my first big job with these guys. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. All I was like a fucking hand. I was just picking branches and bringing them where I needed to go and stuff and doing whatever they told me. And so he pulled him aside and he was cursing him out and stuff. And he was like, so the last time I'm going to help you, you doing this? You don't ever listen to me. I told you not to do that. And he's like, E Willy, E Willy, stay right there. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm like, okay. He fucking grabbed the dude. They get in the vehicle and they leave. The big ass, there's two vehicles there. It was like a convoy thing for the one to crunch all the shit, and then the one that was like the main vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm left there, not certified to drive that truck, and he just told me to stay there. So I'm standing with that lady. I'm like, this is awkward as shit. And he left, came back an hour and like 20 minutes later.
Damn.
And so I'm hanging out with this lady. She's giving me drinks, and we're just talking on her driveway, just chilling. Like, this is the weirdest day of my life. I'm working right now. I don't know if I'm getting paid for this. I don't know if it's just an hourly thing or if I just got fired. I don't know what's going on. He comes back without the dude. He said he fired him. We're going to finish this job together. I'm like, I had enough of him. Not listen to me. And he apologized to the lady and stuff. He was going to pay for her garage and we finished the tree thing. But, dude, that shit was so awkward and weird. Yeah, and I was like, man, this is not where I want to be.
What happened to the guy?
He fired him, and I don't know. He's
Really?
back in Mexico. I'm not sure, man. Hopefully he was able to get back on his feet or what. But he was heavily relying on that guy.
Wow.
Getting him out of a lot of stuff because he
dented the roof?
I guess this is before I hadn't been with the company that long. I guess they were butting heads a lot and he wasn't listening to him, and he tied off a branch the wrong way that he told him not to do it a certain way, and he was tired of him questioning what he did, and now he's got to buy this lady a new garage thing, and I guess he was done, and he went and fired him and brought him home.
Yeah.
And
then
I quit on him the next week. I was like, dude,
help.
Hopefully this doesn't get back to that guy, but I told him I was moving. I was like, yeah, I really appreciate the job offer, bro, but my girlfriend and I decided we're going to leave. We're going to go to another state and try something out over there. Did not leave. Did not go to another state. I just dipped out on this dude.
Just wanted to quit.
Yeah, and I was scared to be honest with him because I was a little dumbass teenager.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny.
Man.
That was a crazy experience. That lady actually taught me something too that I never really knew. I was thinking like this the other day, how stupid I was as a kid and a young adult with hydration, dude. I didn't know anything about hydration. I was my brother always makes fun of me that I was addicted to Diet Coke because my mom drank Diet Coke all the time, and I'd go sneak in the refrigerator and drink hers, put it down, and he'd hear the little noise of the cat pop,
Yeah.
and then I'd drink and put it back in the thing, and I got addicted to that as a kid or some shit, which I hate Diet Coke too, and so I rarely drank water as a young person, and I remember that lady. She's like, would you like a Coke and or water? She said, Coke. I'm like, fuck yeah, I love Coke. I'm addicted to this shit. I'll take one. She's like, here, take a cold water too, because it's hot as hell in Louisiana summer. She's like, take this water and drink the Coke and then follow with the water so you can stay hydrated. And she was telling me about hydration and stuff. And I had no idea about any of that crap. I'm like, I can't stay hydrated with a Coke. Like, I'm drinking it. I had no fucking clue. I was so dumb, man. Like,
You just drink fluids, any fluids.
yeah,
Fluids are fluids.
yeah. So it always stuck with me that lady taught me about hydration. And now, if anybody knows me in my circles, I'm so pro hydration. Like, I'm pumping water out people and Gatorade and shit because I'm a hydration freak with my kids too. But it's just funny how stupid I used to be.
Yeah, you got it, man. I drink so much water at work. Probably
Yeah. Flush your bodies with that water. When it's 70%
bottles.
made out of water, gotta drink that water. Not 70% made out of soft drink or soda or soda water.
Judge a lot of it off the color of the pee. That's what I do.
Yeah, I said
If it's
that
not-
kind
if
of
it's
crap. I
not
was probably
clear-
pissing tar when I was a kid.
Straight. Looks like rust water.
It's crazy, man.
In yellow, it's orange.
It's so gross. Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's wrap this up. Do you have anything else you want to touch on before we cut it?
No, just want to remind you guys we got good stuff coming up, and stay tuned. Get ready to jump on the wagon with us and get all those extra goodies.
Yeah. Oh, I did make a new video thing too for the Patreon. It's a little promo hype thing that's going to be on the Patreon page, but I'm also going to put it on this YouTube video right when we're done. So when we're done here, you'll go to that, check that out, get hyped, get excited. Join us if you can on the Patreon. If you can't, we understand. Just keep listening. We appreciate you just tuning in. Follow him at TOTJP on the gram. Me at Real E Willy. Email us at truthourtheorypodcast@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to get hold of us if you're not on social media.
Yeah.
I will get back to you within 24 hours usually. So everybody stay tuned. It's only going to get better from here on. Whoa, pack. Yeah.